Hey guys, it's Nicole here, and I apologize as usual for being super late on owing you videos. School and multiple part-time jobs have really made it a pain in the butt to either sit down and finish a book or sit down and make the video on how the book went. So I owe you 4 book reviews. I will get them all out to you today as promised. And let's start her off. So in order of when I finished them, the first book we have is called The Infinite Sea, read by Yancey. It is the sequel to our book, The Fifth Wave, which I did a review on earlier. The Infinite Sea is interesting. It's, if you notice already, it's a shorter book than The Fifth Wave. And I found that this book more so, it doesn't actually focus as much on Cassie. It kind of made me wonder, this is a, spoiler alert, this is a, what do you call it, a triad? There's going to be a third book, for lack of better words, and it makes me wonder how that one is going to focus, or who that's going to focus on. The first book, of course, was focused mostly on Ben's perspective and Cassie's perspective. I believe I'm getting those names right. The second book actually is a lot of Ringer's perspective, which I found really interesting. So that was pretty cool. And it also took a look at some of the smaller members of the group, like Pound Cake. So it was interesting to see that, and I found it pretty different. I didn't think we were gonna get into depth on anybody else, so that was kind of a cool surprise. And Ringer, you get a lot of background on her. You get to know what made her the way she is, and you really get to see her interaction with the higher ups of our alien, not friendly friends here. And it's really crazy. I think, and my theory is that Ringer's kind of the pet. It seems that she was the ultimate project for some of the higher ups, and they wanted her to become this ultimate prototype, or this ultimate killer. And it's also got this creepy side to it, stepping away from Ringer, but things they're trying to do. And, you know, in the first book it was a lot of, oh, why are they taking all the young children? And then we kind of found out a portion of what they were doing. But then there was another part. There were different people. There were girls and boys that were taken and trained to make soldiers. But there were boys and girls that were taken for reasons that we thought were just, you know, they weren't strong enough, so they had to be killed or whatever. And it kind of shows you that that might not be the case, which is creepy. And they serve a more terrifying function. Looking back into this book too, it's very interesting to see the different people, different mindsets, manipulation. It's a good book. I don't know. I think The Fifth Wave was more of a page turner for me than The Infinite Sea, but The Infinite Sea still has its aspect. It's still taking you on a different part of the journey, so that's always good. The third book will be coming out, The Last Star. I'm not sure when it's coming out. It might already be out. I just might not have seen it. If not, I believe it was something like May of this year. I obviously am going to plan to check that out. I'm already more than halfway through the series, so that'll be interesting. I will get back to you on how that goes. You know, so stay tuned as always for a video review. I will keep you posted. On my quick 1 to 5 scale, I'll give it a 3.5. Good book, not entirely memorable considering I also read it maybe a month or so ago at this point. But all in all, if you like the Fifth Wave series, still good. I have not seen the Fifth Wave movie. I don't know if that turned out well, so you guys will definitely have to let me know. I was excited for it. I just haven't had the time to do anything fun for the most part. So, alright guys, I gotta move on to my next book review. Thank you for watching as always. Let me know what you think. If you have any books you can suggest that you'd like me to read, please just throw them at me. I'm always looking for recommendations. And then I have to find time to get to the library, of course, and find those books. But check out The Infinite Sea, Rick Yancey, and see what you think. Bye.